How y'all doing? It's Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Richard TV 91. This time I'm reviewing Smallville Season 5, Episode 3. What happens on this week's episode, this friend Chloe's, his father is this head general that's over these atomic bombs that are in Smallville. Well, what happens is, in the last meteor shower, this general became a meteor freak, and he had a son to kill him. Well, the son goes and activates one of these silos. That way he could destroy Smallville and destroy all the meteor freaks. And he calls Chloe and tells her she got 1 hour to get out of Smallville before it blows. So Chloe goes to Clark, and Chloe and Clark make this plan to lure this guy out, saying that Chloe ran off the road. And they do this, and Clark winds up getting shot. So Clark's rushed to the hospital, and they have to do emergency surgery on him. Well, Chloe is held hostage by this guy in this silo, and she's trying to stop the bomb, and she doesn't stop it in time, and the missile launches, and she's in a scuffle with this guy, and a gun goes off, and this guy dies. Well, while this is happening, Clark's in the hospital, and he dies, and Jor-El possesses Lionel Luthor's body and takes Clark back to the Fortress of Solitude, and Clark gets his powers back, but it's with a cost. Somebody that Clark loves very much has to die in his place, and Clark goes back to Smallville just in time when the rocket's blasting off. Clark runs and jumps and lands on the rocket and dismantles it in space and throws the bomb in outer space, and then crash lands back on Earth and destroys the bomb. Well, after this, Clark goes back home to his family, and because they done called saying the hospital lost their son, then Clark shows back up, and they're glad that he's still alive. Then Lana shows back up, and then at the end of the episode, Clark's talking to Chloe, and Chloe's saying, "Clark, you need to tell Lana." That way she has a choice of accepting who you are or not. And Clark says he can't take that risk because he's done took so many risks, and he tells Chloe about somebody that he loves has to die now. And the only other thing that's happening is Lex is steadily getting more obsessed with these spaceships and stuff. And Lionel wakes up from his coma after he got possessed by Jor-El, and Lionel doesn't remember anything. And that's all that really happened. My question for y'all is, now that Lionel's awake and doesn't remember anything, what's going to happen? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been another episode of Richard TV 91. See you next time.